Barbell row, here's the different grips that we do. We've got overhand close grip, we've got close grip underhand, and we've got wide overhand and wide underhand, all of which work different parts of the back and or rear delts. So I'm going to show you first my favorite, which is the close grip overhand. And the reason I like this is because it works my lower lats, which is my weaker muscle. Now this underhand actually works lower lats better, but it's also much harder on my wrist. So I do sacrifice a little bit of the isolation in favor of comfort and not injuring my wrist. So when I do the overhand close grip, it looks like this. I'm arching my back like this, arching. So I'm not rounded forward, I'm rounded back. And I pull it in really low to the hips. And I'm using my lats to pull, not my arms. My arms are surprisingly not flexing that hard. It's my lats that's pulling the weight up. And then when I go wide, I'm working more of the rear delts. Now it also makes a big difference whether you're leaning more forward or you're leaning more up. I notice when I lean, if I arch really hard at a little bit higher of an angle, I can hit my lower lats more. But I hit my mid back much more when I'm more horizontal. Trevor, what other input do you have for us for the barbell row?
So that's the importance of mind to muscle. What he just said, when he arches, he gets the lower lat squeezed better. For me, the more parallel I go to the floor and the more I drag it across my knees, the more I feel in my lower lat. And so that, when we always say mind to muscle, don't listen to what other people say when they say this is the best way to do any certain exercise. We have two of the same exact exercise, but for me, I can feel a muscle that he's not feeling at the same time. So keep that in mind. My favorite is the reverse grip and the Dorian style. So close grip, but reverse. And like he said, it's harsh on the wrist, but once you get this down, and it's very difficult on a barbell at first, usually you want to use a cable machine and get it down, get the isolation down, the mind to muscle connection down first. Once that is down, then you come over and you start using free weights. Maybe even start with dumbbells. Instead of the dumbbell rows, you're using it more for isolation like a cable. So that's my favorite. Each style works a different part of the back. So if you see his back, if you say 70-degree angle overhand, more wide, he's gonna work from the traps down this whole spot, depending on the angle of which you're standing or bent in. The lower you start to go, it starts coming out more, especially if your hands, your grip placing changes. That's what happens when you do an in grip or a reverse. You start getting this portion, or at least able to contract and squeeze that part of the muscle. You could do an underhand grip and only work your traps too. So it's all about here. Keep that in mind. One of the last things to it is when he was doing it, you saw his thumb placing. If he was gripping like a normal grip, it allows you to do a little bit more weight, but doesn't necessarily mean it's better because you start using a little more bicep as well. And that's the same with bench press and squeezing the grip. You're squeezing your hand for grip.